Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Yes, as mentioned, I'm talking to one of the two authors of this Camping Cookbook, Andrea Lo Vatere, and his co-author is Sarah Motundi. Andrea is on the telephone line now, and we welcome him to our program. Good morning, Andrea.
Hi, Nigel.
Nice
to be here.
Yeah, it is here. And a nice day it is. Whereabouts are you at the moment?
Well, I'm in Auckland, where I'm based. Yes.
Oh, right.
Unfortunately, Sarah can't be here with me because she's in Spain, working at her country house.
Yes.
And it's something that sometimes she has to go back to the roots and follow the works there, because she works a bit as a chef there.
All right.
So yes.
And you're both chefs, aren't you?
Yes.
And you've been a chef in Spain yourself, have you?
Well, I've never been a professional chef as Sarah, but I've always been a foodie. I think that anybody in Italy who has born in a traditional family already starts with a good level of cooking and at least knows what good food means.
Yes. Well, you got the ingredients out here in New Zealand, and you moved to New Zealand about 5 years ago, you say?
Yes. Now it's almost 6, yes.
Right.
We're getting citizens.
Oh, good on you. Citizenship, are you? Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
But you've enjoyed the outdoor Kiwi lifestyle, hence the reason you put out this nice little book. And I was just saying to listeners, it's a little A5 size book with loads of recipes in it. It must have taken a wee while to put this together.
Yeah. Well, actually, we always had a passion for cooking and for food. And when we came to New Zealand, we mixed this with the new passion we found here for outdoors. And so we found ourselves just camping a lot in very wild areas of this country, and places where you can't easily access to ingredients, or in a 5-day truck where you have to bring everything on your backpack. And we found ourselves like, how is it possible that you have to eat crap all the time in this kind of situation? And so we thought to do something about it. Yeah.
So the emphasis on this recipe book is quick cooking times, and you avoided using perishable and bulky goods, I believe. Yeah,
that's the idea. We've been trying to focus on the most extreme kind of situation, because if you can cook on a 5-day track in the fjord, it will be much easier to do it in your camperman with a full equipped kitchen. So we've been trying to focus more on harder situations.
Ah, yes.
So lack of refrigeration, using maybe just one pot and one pan, and most of all, being practical, because you don't go camping for spending the day cooking. So you want to be quick and fast and practical.
Right.
To enjoy the rest of the trip.
So the ingredients you've got in your recipes here, these are the ones you carry in your backpack, is it, or camper van?
Yes. Mostly. We also consider some recipes with eggs, for example, or kind of ingredients that require some kind of refrigeration, even basic. But most of the recipes are good for just a little backpack.
Right, okay. And also, I was just thinking, for those in caravans, etc., it'll be lovely to be able to put on one or two of these recipes, which you won't get anywhere. Or, I mean, just thinking of the vegetarian quesadillas. Is it quesadillas?
Quesadillas, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's something a wee bit different to give your caravan site a bit of an upgrade. I like the aubergine sandwich and the durum falafel.
That's actually the aubergine sandwich is a great one. It's one of my favorites, because you don't need anything to cook that. You basically can just put an aubergine into a metal foil and put the metal foil straight on the stove.
Yes.
So 0 pot. And you got a caramelized eggplant that you can use for a sandwich, for example.
Absolutely. Of course, to be fair, and my eyes went straight to page 55, the beer cheese fondue. Now, you've got to have one of those, haven't you, when you're on camping?
Yeah. I think that's a great recipe for when you camp with a group of friends, because it's a very social recipe. You can just put the pot on your stove, use the stove as a fondue tool, and just eat all together and sharing like little bites dipped into the cheese. So it's a very good one, and possibly with the beer that hasn't gone into the fondue, you can just drinking outside of it.
Yes, it's a great way of getting conversation going with strangers, perhaps who are around you in your caravans or camper sites. Just bring them over and say, hey, we're going to have a beer cheese fondue tonight. Come on over. It's a simple...
That's a good icebreaker, yeah.
Yeah, it is indeed. You got stuffed mushrooms there, you got quinoa balls, you got veggie couscous. So the recipes go on and on and on, but they're very simple to make. That's the whole idea of this book, isn't it?
Well, I'm glad you like it. Actually, it's something that we were very surprised that when we started this project, there was no guide like that in the market.
Right.
And we found it was a very useful and original idea. So I'm glad you find it useful as well.
Good. Well, your book is divided into 3 main sections: equipment and supplies, home preparation, recipes, and you've got examples on how to use this book in most typical outdoor situations, which is quite good. And at the back of the book, I even note note paper in there. I'm not sure what that's for, but it might be from somebody else's recipes, are they?
Yes. You can always come out with some addition to the actual recipe, or a new recipe, or whatever you did. Or maybe even ingredients that you can find in the wild, like herbs or mushrooms.
Yes, sure. Well, it's a lovely book, and it's just come out, has it, Andrea?
Yeah.
Right.
Just in time for getting ready for the season. For
the season, all right. They're in bookshops now, and I should imagine right throughout the country as well.
Yes.
Andrea, we thank you for your time today, and
thank you very much, Nigel.
And we wish you all the best. And are you going camping yourself this holiday or not?
We are starting to plan. As soon as the weather gets better, we will do the first outdoor weekend.
Good on you. You'll have to come down to the Kapiti coast. We have all the good weather down here.
I would love to visit that. Yes, it's one of the few places that I haven't explored.
Well, there we are. I'll throw in the seed into your basket there, and that's an easy recipe for you to fulfill. Thanks, Andrea. Have a good week.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. The Camping Book.
106.3 Beach FM.